Hey everybody, I just thought I'd let you know what our favorite backpacking clothing was for 2022. I'm going to talk a little bit about the clothing that I wore and a little bit about the clothing that my husband wore because they're not totally the same. Anytime we're talking about gear, we make sure that we put a link to it in the video description below. We also make sure that we have a lighter pack link if we're talking about a specific gear loadout. If you want to make sure you don't miss any of the videos, and we're going to try and release one every week from now on. That's a try, not a promise. Please hit the subscribe button below and our videos will come up in your feed. Also, if you like this video or if you like any of our videos, please click the like button because it really helps our channel. First off is shoes. My husband has a favorite pair of shoes for backpacking, but I do not. If you want to know the reason for that, check out our video about what we're not going to be using in 2023 anymore, the gear we left behind in 2022. I talk about the shoes that I thought were awesome and then ended up failing on me. I'm going to be trying out a bunch of different pairs of shoes for 2023. I did put a pair of those shoes in our new gear for 2023 video. These are my husband's favorite shoes for backpacking. These are the Arcteryx Konseal FL shoes. These ones are brand new. They're actually mine. These are pink, so I mean, clearly they're not his. I did try these shoes in the Gore-Tex version on one of our backpacking trips. I wore them on the rock wall and I got blisters on my feet. My husband wore his. He absolutely loved them. He has textbook size 9 men's feet. They're the kind of feet that shoe companies like use to make their shoes. He fits everything as long as it's a size 9. Me, on the other hand, I have one foot that's one size bigger than the other and I have super skinny feet. So trying to find shoes for me for backpacking has been interesting. I think I probably went through maybe 10 different shoes last year. Outerwear next. My favorite backpacking rain pants were these Ultimate Direction Ultra pants. And these things are so light. They were durable enough that they actually lasted me the entire summer. Even though they feel like nothing. They feel like paper. But they're very waterproof. I wore them in a huge rainstorm, or 2 huge rainstorms, when we did Sunshine to Mount Shark in 2022. And I was perfectly dry underneath, and they really weigh like nothing. My husband's favorite rain pants, which I don't have right here now, are the Ultimate Direction Ultra Pants. I'll put a picture of it here in the video below. The Ultimate Direction Ultra Pants are a little bit heavier material, not really, just tiny bit, enough that it just gives a little bit more durability. I couldn't get another pair of the Ultra Pants because they just didn't have any in my size. I did like them as well because I actually used his pants for a little while at the end of 2021, but I actually got a size too big for me just because they were on sale and they fit him better. So these are the pants that I went with for 2022 and they worked absolutely fantastic. I wouldn't probably wear them if I was climbing a mountain because they're a little bit too lightweight for that. But for backpacking, they worked absolutely perfectly just for going on trails. My favorite rain shell is this Arcteryx shell. And this is the Alpha SL ANORAK. And as you can see, it's got only a half zip. It pulls over your head. It doesn't have any pit zips. But that's what makes it really light. It doesn't have anything extra. It doesn't even have any pockets in it. It just is a shell and that's it. We try and go as light as we possibly can when we're backpacking because we have 2 kids. And if we have to carry 6 days of food for 4 people, my kids don't carry any of the food, it gets really heavy. So the lighter we can go, the better. This worked perfectly well all the way through 2022. It's very lightweight and very expensive, unfortunately, but very lightweight, and it worked really well. It never wet through, and that's one of the biggest problems with rain jackets is wetting through. Our favorite wind jacket is the SQUAMISH hoodie by Arcteryx. It's very, very lightweight. It weighs hardly nothing, and it breathes really, really well, and it does a really good job of just keeping the wind off of you. If, say, you're on top of a pass or on top of a ridge, and it is really windy but not raining and you don't want to put on that rain shell because you'll get too overheated, this is perfect for that. Our favorite puffy jacket, so down insulated jacket. is the OR Down Baja pullover jacket. It's 800 fill down, very lightweight and very warm. Has a great warmth to weight ratio. And it, again, just has a zipper in the middle. It does have a big kangaroo pocket. Those kangaroo pockets come in really handy when you're around camp and you just need to throw something quick in your pocket. But this half zip makes the jacket lighter. And the kangaroo pocket's really nice even for just warming up your hands. It's great. Love this thing. Our favorite mid layer for when it's the middle of the summer and you know the temperatures aren't going to go down that far in the mountains is the Senchi Hoody. Senchi is a really tiny cottage company. They make these hoodies by hand. This is made with Alpha Direct 60, I believe. It's a Polar Tech material, but I don't know if you can see. It's actually see-through. Like there's a lot of air pockets in between the puffy little bits that make this sweater. And it's incredibly lightweight and it's incredibly warm because the idea is that the air in between the woven pieces keeps you warm, as well as the woven pieces themselves. This is kind of like the kind of material that you would find inside other jackets, but it just doesn't have a shell on the outside. So when you're hiking in this thing, it breathes really well so you don't get super sweaty, and it just keeps you warm enough. And it's awesome for underneath your jacket. And this hoodie part here is really nice because this hood just leaves your face around here open. So it keeps you really warm. Our favorite mid layer for when the temperatures are going to be a lot colder is the Appalachian Gear alpaca hoodie. This is made with alpaca wool. It's more like a hair than it is a wool fiber. And this thing is so cozy. I literally wear these every day to keep me warm when I'm working from home. I've even got one on right now because my garage is freezing because our furnace broke and I've been using just little tiny electric heaters. I absolutely love this thing. Love it. And it doesn't stink. You can wear this for months at a time and it just never stinks. It's just amazing, amazing material. Making sure that you have adequate sun protection is really important. Our favorite sun hoodie for both my husband and I is the Echo Sun hoodie from OR. OR is Outdoor Research. These breathe the best out of every sun hoodie we've ever tried. We've also got the thumb hole so you can protect your hands a little bit. Runner-up sun hoodie is the Mountain Hardwear Crater Lake sun hoodie. It is just about as breathable as the OR, but this one fits a little bit more loose around the waist, so it kind of depends on the fit you want. Both have really great hoods. The hoods stay up nicely, even when it's windy. This one has kind of a different material on the front than it does on the back. The material on the front is smoother than the waffle material on the back, whereas the OR is completely waffle. So that may be the reason why the OR is slightly more breathable, but negligible amount. You can hardly tell. I actually wore the Mountain Hardwear Sun hoodie in a heat wave in June when it was 36 degrees Celsius and I was perfectly fine in it. Our favorite hiking pants are the Arcteryx TRINO SL hiking pants. There is a men's version of these that my husband has. I can't remember the name of them, but I'll put the description and the link to them below. His are kind of a burnt orange pant, and mine are a green color, but these are very, very lightweight and really durable. My runner-up favorite hiking pants are these Arcteryx Allroy pants. These pants are a little bit looser fitting. They're probably just as light as the TRINO SL pants. They're just really, really comfortable because they're loose. And if I'm going to hike in really cold temps or cross-country ski or anything like that, or hike in the wintertime, these Arcteryx Proton pants, I actually trail run in the winter in these too. These are amazing. These have the same kind of waffle material inside as my Senchi hoodie, but it's in the legs, and these have a shell on top to keep the wind off of you, and they're water resistant. All of these pants are stretchy, which is really important for when you're hiking, just to be comfortable. My favorite base layer top is this Icebreaker Merino 175 top. I think this is the lightest top that Icebreaker makes. It's very lightweight and keeps me warm in bed at night. My runner-up favorite backpacking top for keeping me warm is the AVAIL tops that you can buy at Costco. They're a little bit cheaper, which is really nice. I wear these on a daily basis as well, and I wear them running too, which is great. My husband's favorite base layers are the Paradox long johns. These are from Costco. They're relatively cheap, which is great, and very lightweight. This is the Paradox top. He absolutely loves these. He wears them on a daily basis as well. The bottoms I use for a base layer when I'm sleeping, or if I'm cold around the campfire at night, are these Coast Mountain Sports bottoms. And I don't even know if Coast Mountain Sports is around anymore, but these are really old. These have got to be 10 years old now, but I still love them. And other than that, I do have some Paradox long johns as well, like my hubby has. Mine are a little bit thicker, so I bring them when things are gonna be a little bit colder at night. If it's gonna be really cold, like on the shoulder season in the spring or in the later fall, I will bring my SK Hoop original skirt. It is not down. I don't have a down skirt. I'd love to get one, but I don't have one yet. This is synthetic filled, and it's pretty lightweight, but it's just great to put on anytime you're standing around doing nothing, or even in bed at night. If you have a sleeping bag that maybe doesn't cut it for the shoulder seasons, something like this is really nice. Our favorite socks are the Darn Tough socks. These have a lifetime warranty, so if you ever get a hole in them or a tear or whatever, they will actually take the socks back and give you a new pair. These are the mid-weight socks. They're made of merino wool, and these are the only socks that I can wear that don't give me blisters. So everybody in the family has got these socks. Little tip, if you're a woman and your feet are an 8 or an 8.5 or even a 7, buy the kids version of these in a large. The kids mid-weight hiker in a large. They're cheaper than the women's and they fit. My favorite gloves to hike in, to keep the sun off my hands and to also keep my hands from chapping when I use the hiking poles, are the OR Active Ice sun gloves. I like the neutral color, this green, and they do have dots on the palms so that they have really good grip, and they're just a half glove, but they're super lightweight, and they actually are supposed to keep your hands cool as well. Our favorite mitten shells are just these Gore-Tex lightweight shells from REI. These are absolutely fantastic for putting on when it's raining. They just keep your hands a little bit warmer in that ice cold rain. Our favorite neck tube and warm hat is the Row merino wool lightweight neck warmer and hat from Arcteryx. I can't actually find my hat at the moment, so I don't have it here, but I'll put a picture of it down below. This is the neck tube, and you can see it's quite light, but they're also very warm. These are fantastic to put on when you're sleeping at night if it's going to be a cold night. My favorite gloves are these merino wool icebreaker tech glove liners. They're very lightweight, but the tips work on your cell phone. So if you're wearing your glove and you need to answer your phone or, you know, take a picture, these will work on the screen of your phone. My runner-up gloves are just these simple gloves from MEC. I doubt they even have these gloves anymore, but every time I go running or every time I just leave the house, they seem to be the gloves that I grab. Half the time when I'm backpacking, if I can't find my other icebreaker gloves, I grab these. Even my kids grab these gloves. They love them so much. Our favorite hat to wear when we're backpacking is the ELAHO hat from Arcteryx. The brim doesn't bend down. They do have one that'll actually completely fold. This one doesn't. It has a little bit more structure to keep the sun off your face, but the back is so lightweight and breathable. It's just really pleasant to wear when you're backpacking and you're sweating a lot. It's also got a bit of a rim around your head here that keeps the sweat from pouring down your face, which is really handy. And super lightweight, super breathable. Now to talk about the unmentionables that I am not going to show you guys. The underwear and bras. My husband really likes the Sax underwear, the regular briefs. The underwear that I like is the Smart Wool Women's Seamless Bikini or just the regular bikini. My favorite bra is the Brooks Dare Scoop Back running bra. It doesn't have a wire in it, so it's super comfortable. It's also really lightweight, and it doesn't chafe me at all when I'm backpacking. Anyway, hopefully this list of backpacking clothing helps you out when you're trying to make decisions on what to buy. I think that most of this stuff is available right now online, except for maybe my base layer, because I think that's 10 years old already. And maybe my Mountain Equipment Co-op gloves are not available anymore, but I'm sure that they have another updated version this year. Other than that, everything's available. So I'll put a list underneath the video. Thank you.